Good morning. I'm Shanae Edmond-Verley, Senior Program Officer for Believe to Become and Community Initiatives. We're here to celebrate a powerful body of work that was championed by parents to encourage educational success, the Parent University. Birthed out of Believe to Become's neighborhood initiative led by Link Revitalizations, parents had this idea of Parent University, and it took hold, and it inspired support. What you'll see today is the Parent University vision coming to life as a result of parents working together for more than 7 months, more than 100 hours of parents bringing their wisdom. They dreamed, they believed, they rolled up their sleeves and they designed. They put into action what you'll see as a brilliant, absolutely brilliant concept. Believe to Become and Grand Rapids Public Schools, along with Link and KSSN, were just resources to this parents realizing their dream and bringing forth their brilliance. In our midst today, I'm so excited that there are design team members here, steering committee members here, the original neighborhood action team here, Parent University ambassadors, parent action leaders, here to share with us this great vision and launch this great work. We'll hear from the originators and the designers of the work. That includes Eureka People-Smith, president of Evolve, and Willie Patterson, the community liaison from Link, Natasha Merritt, a parent steering committee member and PAL action leader. We'll hear from Grand Rapids Public Schools, our esteemed superintendent, Teresa Weatherall-Neal, and the Parent Engagement Office at Grand Rapids Public Schools, Emmanuel Armstrong. And then we'll also hear from more community support from Alicia Haven, who's part of the steering committee and designed this work, and also Reverend Nathaniel Moody, a schools board member and also representing the faith community. What we know is this: parents are key levers in children's academic success. We know that to be true. All the research bears that out. And what you will see here today is this brilliant body of work that's being brought forth for parents taking their place and reinforcing education in this district. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Eureka Smith.
And I'm Willie Patterson.
So we just want to give you a little bit of the history on the community side on how the Parent University came about. And so the Parent University really began as a concept in the central community with our first community meetings. And we are very proud not only of our community, but in particular our parents, who basically gave us blood, sweat, and tears for a long period of time, for several months of labor, in order to give birth to the Parent University.
Yes, they came out, they stayed engaged. Link is honored to have given the community a platform to come together, share their ideas, and bring their ideas to fruition.
Yeah, so let me give you a bit of idea about the process. So the parents first came together and identified a community goal in Central, and their community goal was they felt that parents needed to be actively involved in their child's education from birth through high school graduation and beyond. And from that community goal, we developed strategies which emerged into action teams. And the Parent University actually came out of the parent advocacy group. And that was the group where parents felt that parents needed to have tools, encouragement, skills and knowledge and creativity and all the things that they needed in order to help their children be successful.
And with that platform, we see leaders emerged over those last 3 years. The Miss Flora Johnsons, the Miss Leah Carpenters came out of those groups, and those relationships were built on trust by being in the community, being consistent in the community, and being one with the community and listening and making sure that their voices are uplifted.
Yes, so we can confidently tell you that Parent University is from the parents, by the parents, and for the parents. All right?
Good morning. My name is Tatasha Merritt, and I am the Parent Action Leader for both Aldowai Hills High School and Alger Middle School. In March of this year, I was asked to sit on the steering committee for Parent University, and it has been one of the most profound experiences I've ever had in my life. People on our committee, some of them don't even have children that go to public schools. They don't have children at all, but they're concerned about our children. We're in a race to get our kids up to where they need to be, especially our young African-American male boys. There's a lot of work to do. And what I realize is that just because a parent isn't doing something the correct way doesn't mean that they're intentionally doing it. It means that they don't know how to do it the correct way. So to be a more effective parent, maybe we need to teach some classes so that parents can learn how to be more effective. We're already good parents, and we all believe that parents are confident advocates of our children's success. That is very important to us, and it's very important for parents to know that. We want to partner with parents. We need parents to be involved. We need parents to be engaged. With Parent University, what I hope to get out of the Parent University is a more informed parent that has an athlete, a more informed parent that knows how my child is going to transition from the 8th grade to the 9th grade, from the 5th grade to the 6th grade. Sometimes parents don't know how to ask those questions. So this steering committee has taken it upon to address some of these things. And hopefully next year we can expand our offerings to parents. But for right now, I think we have a very good offering that are going out to parents our first semester. I've already registered for 2 classes, and I hope that every parent register for classes. Thank you.
I'm a grandparent, and I'm going to make sure I register for class. I do have the brochure and very interesting classes, so thank you. Thank you for that, Natasha. I am the superintendent of, I'm not sure which mic is on, you guys, so if you can't hear me, let me know. I am the superintendent of the Grand Rapids Public Schools, Teresa Weather O'Neill, and what an honor to be here with parents. You know, we were raised in this community, and we knew, our parents knew what was best for us. Parents still know what is best for their children. They are truly the first teacher. Shanae talked about the research. The research is real clear. Parents that are involved, their children do better, right? It's real simple. And people do want what's best for their kids. So on behalf of the Grand Rapids Public Schools, the team that's here that's working, our board members, we have 2 board members here today. On behalf of all of the board members, I want to say thank you to all of you parents, Shanae, to Believe to Become, the Doug and Maria DeVos Family Foundation. So many people in this community, from Link to KSSN, we did come together as a community to make this happen. It's the only way we're going to close this achievement gap is by working with parents. So I do want to thank you guys. We know that this is new territory for Grand Rapids Public Schools. Not only Grand Rapids Public Schools, but new territory for Michigan. It is the first. We are the first in the school systems to do this. We do recognize that in order to reach our children, it's going to take all of us. I was raised to believe, reach one, teach one. And this is an example, the first example of us actually putting this into action. And what an honor it is to lead this district. And I tell you guys how exciting it is for our staff members. Practically every day, someone on this team from Community and Student Affairs is talking about Parent University and parents getting involved, right? So they've been bitten by the bug. They know it. They do this, you guys, all day. They talk about this stuff and what parents can do. I did share this with the business community yesterday and some of the other superintendents. They were absolutely amazed that we are doing this in Grand Rapids. I didn't give them our book, though. I just showed them real fast and put it back in my bag. But we need other superintendents to do the same thing. Engage parents, engage the community, and it will make this much easier and better for children. The research is real clear. I want to thank the parents for coming up with this idea. We've always appreciated parents. We didn't know how to engage you. All we had to do was ask you, and you told us. Thanks a lot for all your work.
And can we give our parents another round of applause? Because as Shanae said, I'm Emmanuel Armstrong. I work with the Parent Engagement Office and Counselor Coordinator. But as Shanae said earlier, these are some dedicated parents. I really have to acknowledge and recognize the time that they spend away from their families on behalf of their community. So this is really a great day for us to launch it and to open it up to the city. I'm here to talk briefly about the registration process and what we have as for offerings. As the superintendent stated, this is the first parent university in the state of Michigan. This is one of very few in the entire country. This is one where classes are absolutely 100% free to our parents. Parents simply have to go on the website. We'll talk about that. If we can get somebody to refresh the computers, we're actually going to have our first wave of parents sign up for classes today, very briefly. So there are 4 main topics that we cover in Parent University. The first being effective parenting. And this show classes workshops like baby scholars for infants, toddlers. So if you're a parent of a newborn baby, there are classes that can help you work on speech, language, motor skills. We have classes also underneath personal growth and development. We understand the rate of unemployment in our state and in our city. Parent University, under the leadership of our parents, we're offering a class at Ottawa Hills High School this semester around finding employment for our families. We understand that if you change the family's makeup, you can help that student. So we understand that unemployment is real, and as a school district and a community, we'll be offering classes that will help parents with interview etiquette, resume writing, and finding employment. We also understand that we have another bucket. It's called Navigating the Educational System. We speak a lot in abbreviations. We speak a lot in terms where people may not be familiar with in everyday life. And so we, as a district and other partners, are offering classes that can speak to parents about Common Core standards, benchmarks, MAP testing. What does it mean for a student to have a certain GPA and a certain ACT score? So we're going to help our parents navigate through our system. And then we have some fun classes under our next bucket, which is health and wellness. And these classes feature fun, cardiovascular classes like Zumba, for instance. Okay, we have partners that are helping us out with Zumba. Many members here already participate in those classes. They also have classes like kickboxing. Our nurses department under Stephanie Painter and her leadership are going to be teaching parents about healthy lifestyles, nutrition, and frequent exercise. So under those buckets, some classes you can participate as a family, some classes you can participate by yourself, but we're just very honored that the city embraced this. Our classes will take place in our schools around the district, and we have catalogs. We'll pass out catalogs before we leave. And in the catalogs, there's a registration page. We have our website. The website is grparentuniversity.org, so we're going to sign parents up for that. These have been delivered to our schools, so all of our schools have this material. They'll be getting more material, and we're just asking for a large push around Parent University. This is the first one in the state, and I'm very pleased and extremely excited to get it off. We're going to have 3 trimesters. fall, winter, and spring. So we'll be offering more classes. There'll be an opportunity for more stakeholders to come along and work with us. So again, thank you, and we really look forward to Parent University. It's also, you can get it on your phone as well. I'm having a little technical difficulties. I can't get it on mine, but the app, you can just go on your phones, your smartphones. You can register on your smartphones as well. Yeah, but thank you.
Good morning. My name is Alicia Haven, and I am a parent, a longtime parent, Grand Rapids Public Schools. I have a child at City and a child at Shawmut Hills. I've been in the PAL program, and I've been very pleased to be invited to be a part of this team that has been developing this. It has been an amazing program. Number one, they recognize that parents are absolutely vital to their children's success. They know that parents are their first teacher and their lasting teacher, and they have done a wonderful job. Emmanuel and his team have done a wonderful job of putting together courses for this first trimester for anyone. We have such a diverse community. You can see just by looking back here, we represent all faces of Grand Rapids in our schools. We have so many different languages spoken, and we have a class. I guarantee you open that book and you will not be able to not find a class in there that you want to take. I personally have also registered for 2 classes. So. And as ambassadors, those of us with these wonderful shirts, we're going to go out into the community and we're going to be greeting you and we're going to be asking you, do you know how to register? What can you register for? Did you know about the Khan Academy class? Did you happen to know about the class that you can attend with your 10 to 15-year-old so that you can take your child with you and they can learn about their own potential and you can help them develop their potential? We have classes that their children are going to be able to come to with them, which is so vital that they see that their parents are active and a part of that education. I love the health and fitness that I can attend a fitness class with my child instead of sitting on the sidelines watching them play soccer. It's going to be a really, really wonderful thing because I am not a soccer mom in the sense of going out there and kicking the ball, believe me. So I'm really excited about having this opportunity to really coexist, to get other parents involved. Usually parents aren't involved because they don't know how to be involved. So our role as an ambassador is to show them how to be involved, to take these courses so they feel confident being involved. I don't want to teach my son Khan Academy without knowing how to do it. I'm that kind of a parent. Most parents are. I'm going to learn how to do it, and then I'm going to be very confident going home, that confident advocate of my child's success, like we've said our mission is. So thank you very much for your time. Open the books, register, find that class, because I guarantee you, you're going to find it, and we're going to be out there, not necessarily knocking on your door, but maybe knocking on your door. We'll be in the community, seeing you all, and please, when you see us, come up and ask us about it, ask us about our classes. Your feedback is what is going to make this so great for us. They are listening to what parents want and need. We say, hey, we want to know about this. They're like, you know what? We've been teaching a class about that to our teachers for a really long time now. Let's turn around and teach it to the parents. It has just been a fabulous process, and I am so amazed at the outreach of the community to come in and put in all these hours, time and resources to help parents be completely successful in their children's education. Thank you.
My name is Nathaniel Moody. I am the pastor of Brown Hutchinson Ministries Church here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and also a board member of the Grand Rapids Public Schools. I'd like to give respect to Teresa Neal, who is our superintendent, to our president of our school board, Dr. Wendy Fall. I am excited about this program because for the first time in my life, I'm seeing the engagement of parents of all nationalities. And I think it's important that that takes place because we are one school. We are not a separate school. We are one. Every program that we have in our school system is one. And that means that every parent is responsible for every child to succeed and to build a relationship with teachers. Reverend James White and I had put together a parent program that we had brought to the superintendent and to Mr. John Helmholtz. And we had a number of people that were going to participate in a program that would do the very things that you were doing, educate parents, bring relationships to teachers, and support children. So they informed us about Parent University, which we had no idea was in existence. So when we went and saw the presentation from Mr. Atkins and Mr. Armstrong and Mr. Lewis, Reverend White and I decided that we would dish our program and support Parent University because we were almost similar with our ideals. And we said the wheel is already started. Why should we reinvent the wheel? So we decided we're going to take every resource that we have, every minister in the city, every program that we are involved in, we're going to push Parent University. We're going to partner with Ottawa Hills High School and do everything within our power to make sure that Parent University gets kicked off there as it's being kicked off here. There's one other thing I want to say. Last night there was a movie on HBO. I cannot think of the name of it. I don't know if any of you saw it. Did y'all have HBO? Y'all supposed to be at Parent University learning, right? There was a movie on HBO last night. I cannot think of the name of it. I came into it in the middle. But it dealt with a mother and her child. They were at this lottery system where they were trying to figure out if her child would get picked to go to this particular school. The child never got picked. The mother was in a school system where the school system was failing. And there was one teacher. Waiting what?
Waiting for Superman.
Well, no, that wasn't Waiting for Superman. This is a different program. But what the mother did was the mother found a teacher who had the same concerns that she had, built a relationship with her by asking her, do you want to start a school with me? And the teacher looks and says, wait a minute, what are you talking about? What she was saying was, I don't mean start a new school. I mean take the school that's failing and make it new. And that's what Parent University is about to do. You're starting a new school. This is a movement that will take place throughout the city of Grand Rapids. I ask one thing of us, as parents and as teachers, that we make sure that our children, as you learn the value and learn the respect of what education can do for them. And that they learn to respect you as parents and their teachers whom they sit in the classroom with. In closing, I sound like I'm preaching, don't I? It is exciting because I preach from the pulpit and teach the participation of parents being involved in their children's lives and being involved with those teachers. If teachers and parents would form a relationship, how easy would it be for your children to realize, my mama, my daddy know my teacher. I need to be careful what I say and do in that classroom. Thank you.
I'm wondering if we could just quickly say the Parent University mission. 1, 2, 3.
Parents are competent advocates of their children's success.
I can't hear you.
Parents are competent advocates of their children's success.
And with your hands raised.
Parents are competent advocates of their children's success.
Well, we want to thank you all for coming out. We're just about done. If there are any questions, we'll take maybe 2 or 3 questions. Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about who's going to actually instruct the classes? Is it going to be GRPS staff? Is it going to be outside agencies?
Absolutely. Good question. The question on the floor is who will actually instruct the classes? And right now we have 3 entities that we're working with. One is GRPS staff. And the majority of those staff members come from the Community and Student Affairs Office. These are your nurses, your counselors, youth advocates, family support specialists, and forgetting one other group, and public safety as well. We have Believe to Become. We have trained instructors that come from the Believe to Become program, Link as well. And then also we're partnering with other community partners like the YMCA as well. So this is our first try, and so we're kind of doing everything in-house. Second try and third trimester, we're going to open it up to more people from the community that want to become involved. Yeah.
What is the cost of the program?
The cost is $0.00.
Not to the parent, but to put on by the district of Believe to Become.
Excellent question. We've had some, the funding really is around the resources, marketing, but as far as the cost for our staff, there's no cost. When we take this to the staff, they're standing, they're ready, and they're volunteering to teach these classes.
There's no cost associated.
Absolutely not. So if you take counselors, for instance, counselors always talk to students, they always talk to teachers, and they talk to us about, what it takes to create a college-going culture within that student. How many times do counselors get a chance to talk to parents about creating that culture? So these are classes, ideas, philosophies that we already have that are in place, but now we're saying we need to take it from just teachers, just students, and involve the parents with that. Yeah, good question.
Superintendent, I just had an idea, and that is that if I can find this movie, would the parent university be willing to put it on and have a movie night here for parents and teachers to
Absolutely.
view it?
Absolutely, and that point brings up, the openings that are going to happen in the second and third trimester, that, there's not a steering committee that's going to, put you through a lot of red tape. If you have an idea and you have the passion for it, it's simple as, just present that idea,
Let me find the
and
name
we
of
have a
the movie
team.
first.
Okay.
I should have wrote it down. It's so good. I couldn't remember the name. Let me write it down. Yeah, it's called Won't Back Down. What it's called, Won't Back Down. It's about a mother who went back down because she wanted to change the school system. She wanted the best education she could get for her children, not just hers, but all of them. She formulated a parents group along with teachers. So Won't Back Down. Write it down. Did y'all write it down?
I got it.
All right, so that concludes our press conference for today. We're going to stay around. We're going to ask if we can have 4 parents make their way over to the computers. We're going to have some ambassadors help you guys sign up for some classes. And thank you guys for coming out this morning. Thanks. Everybody still need to sign up?